Hello everyone, my name is Nguyen. Today I would love to present with everybody about the topic tax on sugar sweetened beverage. Before I start my presentation, I would love to invite everybody to watch this video.
Obesity is a condition that is associated with having an excess of body fat. Obesity is classified as having a body mass index of 30 or greater. 3 decades ago, the obesity rate for adults was 15%. Today, the rate has more than doubled to 35%. At the same time, calories consumed by adults have gone from 1,996 to 2,234 a day. Obesity-related conditions include heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. These are some of the leading causes of preventable death. The estimated annual healthcare costs of obesity-related illness are $190.2 billion, or nearly 21% of annual medical spending in the United States. Obesity-related job absenteeism costs $4.3 billion annually, and obese people spend 42% more on healthcare costs than healthy weight people. African Americans have the highest age-adjusted.
So this is a short video about the obesity nowadays in our life. So what causes obesity? Like based on a lot of research, and I think everybody already know, the mother of diabetes is soda drink or sugar sweetened beverage. This is the mother. This is the cause of obesity. But what should we do? We should take an emergency action to reduce the consumption of soda. So my suggestion today is do tax on sugar sweetened beverage. And why should we do tax, and what is the benefit of it? I have 3 points to do this. First is taxing on sugar sweetened beverage will reduce the obesity rate. Second, the impact of tax on SSB on healthcare costs, and the potential impact of SSB tax and health adjusted life year. Before I start, I would love to show you the figure about the total number of adults older than 20 years old with diabetes by survey year from 1988 to 2010. So the bottom line we will see is from 1988 to 1994, and the second line in the middle is from 1999 and 2004, and the top line will be 2005 and 2010. So the numbers of diabetes is increasing year by year, and the top ages easy to get diabetes is from 45 years old to 74 years old. So tax on sugar sweetened beverage will reduce the obesity rate. Based on the research about the evidence that a tax on sugar sweetened beverage reduce the obesity rate, they said an increase in price of the SSBs is associated with a decrease in consumption, and the higher price increase, the greater reduction in consumption. Also, as the price of SSB raises, the consumption of the fruit juice and whole milk to increase. So the consumption of the diet drink also decrease. So the price is also make a decision on the buyer. So you just imagine about normally you spend $1 or $2 or $3 on a soda can, but after we add 20%, 40%, or even 50% on the soda drink, that makes you consider before you buy the drink. So should we buy the soda drink to get obesity, or we switch into the fruit juice, milk, or water, or something else that don't make you fat. Otherwise, when we adding tax on the sugar sweetened beverage, also make it reduce the diet drink because we don't get fat, so we do not need the diet drink. The second point is the impact on the sugar sweetened on healthcare cost. So if you get obesity, for sure that you need to spend a lot of money to take care of yourself. And like the video that I show when I just started, that in the US people spend $190.2 billion on diabetes, and the patient who get diabetes, they spend 42% more on the healthcare cost. And I would love to show you the charts about the healthcare cost saving over time after implement of a 20% tax on the sugar drink in Australia. So look, Australia is a country where people get a lot of free medical service, or they got a big support from the government on the healthcare. So how government take money to take care for the healthcare when people just eat free and drink free and do whatever they want on their nutrition? So based on a research, the impact of tax sugar sweetened beverage on healthcare and healthcare cost from Australia. The research abstract shows the consequence of adding 20% of tax on the SSB will reduce the consumption, and this 20% tax will cut off the average energy and decline the prevalence of obesity. The research abstract shows the Australia government will save 29 million Australian dollar a year. After 20 years, they add tax, 20% tax on the sugar sweetened beverage. And I would love to apply 20% tax on the US to reduce the obesity, and we don't need to use the healthcare insurance or have a high rate or something else. And if we start building a healthy nutrition daily, for sure that we're gonna have a longer life, and health is golden. And the potential impact of the SSB tax and health adjusted life year. This is the charge about the change in prevalent stroke case and annual death and health adjusted life over time. So just stay focused on the red line will be the health adjusted the years. So we can see after 20 years, we apply the tax on sugar sweetened beverage. This is the cost that we can save. Stay on the red line. So the SSB tax may avert approximately 550,000 stroke-related deaths and 72,000 deaths and over 5 billion. So for around like $400 million in healthcare costs over 20 years. So the number of incident stroke cases may be reduced by approximately 85,000 and the prevalent case by about 13,000 over 20 years. We know that tax very powerful. And John Marshall said the power of tax, the power to tax is the power to destroy. So I strongly recommend to apply a higher tax on sugar sweetened beverage to reduce the obesity rate and save the healthcare cost and adjust the life year that we have. Thank you for your attention.